Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Oh my God! KO in midair!
Hey, good morning everyone. And boy do I have a hell of a game for you today. We're on El Haluf, and we're platooned with Jokers. He's playing out the TV, he's trying to become the next me apparently. And I'm in the turtle. I'm gonna let him do the spotting here. But this game is gonna turn into something quite ridiculous, and some of you that were in the stream when this happened know which game this is. So just sit back and enjoy for this one. But right here we're just poking a little early. Unfortunately, their 1357 decides he's going to spot the corner, which is a great play for him, totally. And T37 wants to give me a free shot of damage. Possibly could have penned him there, but the angle was still an orange pen marker, so we only take over half his health, unfortunately, for us. However, this game was, from the start, very doubtful in terms of us thinking we can win this. When we looked at the team setups, when we spawned in, we saw all their heavies that they had in platoons, which included the VK-168 as we just destroyed the Hellcat for trying to do something there, I don't know what. But the Minotaur, Defender, and they have a lot of hit points, and we don't have as many to even close to counter that, and I'm not in the tank to really chip away at them too consistently. The good thing is I can always do damage to them for the most part. My longer reload means I'm not going to be able to like out DPM them, and I can't really pen any of them, minus maybe with heat. T-34 I could pen from the rear, but being the least well armored one. However, if they use their haul down their turret, they're still going to be pretty impenetrable for our team. So this game was just kind of a crap show to begin with, as we're just trying to chip away at these guys, but our team's going to end up on this corner getting basically just, there's too many hit points to deal with here in this matchmaking, and we have too many tanks that are sitting back near the cap doing nothing really, especially some top tier tanks, which is going to make this very difficult to even have any shot at winning this corner. So at this point, you're going to see I'm kind of getting sketched out. I know we still have 4 tanks here, but there's me and a light tank, a Swedish medium which has no armor, and not any DPM either, as T69 goes down. Again, not a good tank to go up against heavies at tier 8. And now they're just swarming our lone heavy over here, and this flank is basically lost. I'm just trying to get one more shot of damage maybe here. I feel bad for leaving this guy, but I can't really do anything about it. I've just got to fall back if I want any chance to win this game, and just try to get the most out of this as possible. If I stay there, I'm just going to die, and that's not good, obviously. So, shocker, I know. So, you can already see our team's on the cap, basically, which isn't great. We're going to try to get one more shot of damage here, using our V-range and mobility. Might as well farm a little bit more damage for totally just running away. As we farm a whopping 87 off the, might we try to pronounce the premium version of that, but I know it's the VK-168. So basically this is not a good matchup so far. It would have been nice if our T-28 prototype sitting up on the hill was facing that way to farm them while they came down, but he's not. They're not paying attention to the mini-map at all. So at this point, I would normally like to go up to my left here at A0 and use a certain spot that a certain bearded streamer from BC uses on occasion. As Jokers unfortunately gets sniped by our defender, the best accurate tier 8 Russian heavy tank, is we take a punt at the Leo, and we don't actually hit him, I don't think, but we do track him, and that's good enough for basically him to get taken off of the board here. And somebody else shoots him. And yep, there he goes. So good result there, but we're really facing an uphill battle here. We're down 5 to 10, 5 to 11, and we're just losing tanks left and right. I'm just trying to do as much damage as possible. I have plenty of ammo in this tank. As their Bulldog dies, I don't know why he did that. That makes it easier for me if I need to try to do something crazy here, as we're really fighting an uphill battle. We only have 3 tanks left. They have all their top tier heavies left. I'm gonna take a shot at the T-34-85. We splash him for a whopping like 16 damage. And our T-28 prototype is still alive. So I'm hoping he can at least do some damage here. This IKEA tank is set at, and I'm kind of paying attention to him because I know I can pen him easily if he pokes up and just kind of sits there. So that's kind of my goal at this point. And maybe just to see if we can't find a weakness here in where they're set up. As we spot the T-34 going across the front of us, we don't quite have the gun depression there, so we set the back up. The VK misses us, the defender misses us, which is good. We're still on full hit points, so we're going to try some crazy stuff, because why not? Just trying to farm as much damage out of this game as possible at this point and see what can happen regardless. We spot the IKEA, he's back up, he's just kind of sat more out in the open at this point. So he's going to be an easier shot, and we snap it and get some ridiculous RNG and also set him on fire. Sorry dude, but that's how it crumbles sometimes, unfortunately. And that presents the opportunity for me to go up into their spawn as our T-28 prototype actually takes down one of their VKs, which is good. And now I got my sights set on the back of this T-34-85M. And we take the shot, and oh, yeah, he's not feeling so good now. So again, we farmed a little bit of damage here at the end, but we're 1 versus 7 at this point, and they have a lot of armor. So to even have a chance at this is going to take a miracle, and we're going to get pretty close to having that miracle received. As we spot the T-34-85M again, we're going to take a kind of unaimed shot here just because it's worth it, and it luckily goes in. The RD gets spotted by myself as well, and now I'm going to do a little bit of trickiness as we spot the SU. I'm just going to act like I'm going this way, and then as soon as that, I'm undetected, do a little U-turn, hopefully outplaying the RD player, and pop back up slowly so we don't have to aim in very long, and take him out of the game. As we easily trick him, thinking that we're just going to pop up on his right side. Unfortunately for him, we're not, and we're going to do a little more trickiness here. I'm going to act like I'm going up the hill, I'm still spotted, turn around, and now hopefully they'll think I'm up in that corner. That's kind of the plan there, and hopefully I can get into a better sightline kind of area. As they're jumping on the cap, which isn't the totally wrong play to do. At this point, there's 5 of them, and they're all in pretty slow tanks with bad view range against me in a very fast, comparatively fast light tank with good view range and camo versus what they have. So they're all in the cap, at least 3 of them. Granted, I don't know, it could be more because once it's at 3, the cap timer does not go up any faster. So in reality, they should only have 3 tanks in there, to be honest. But they're going to make a bit of a misplay here, and they're going to have, I think, all 4 of them in the cap circle. And honestly, what they should have done at this point is just sent one of them out with the most hit points, try to spot me, and just create a bit of a buffer. That's why I don't recommend at all sending all your more than 3 people on the cap at this point. There's just no point. You'd at least like some kind of scouts or sentries, almost, as I like to say, out and about. And sure enough, all 4 of them are on the cap, the SU being the only one that's not, and we pick up the shot on the defender for the reset. Now it's just a game of resetting them one by one. We have 4 of them we have to reset individually, and we're not in the most accurate tank here ever. We take another shot on the defender, but we already reset him. That just buys us a little bit of time so I can get back over to this area and hopefully spot them before the 10 seconds we have it runs out, and hopefully get a little bit of RNG again that our shot goes in. As we approach 2 seconds, 1 second, and we snap it, and RNG rewards us luckily, and we reset with 1 second left on the clock there. So this is just a game of remembering who I've shot last. I shot the T-34 last. The Minotaur is the next one I want to shoot. And I see the Malfoot, yeah, VK-168. And now basically it's just a waiting game as they're firing randomly, which is kind of funny. The SU is probably still checking where I'm at. but he's probably coming this way, so they're probably pinging the map more than likely, I'd imagine. And at this point, I'm just laughing on stream. This is probably the most hilarious thing I've ever been a part of, as they're just sitting like fish in a barrel, and I'm just constantly resetting them. And just trying to get as many shots as possible. And now we're going to go back over this way as they've transitioned, as we spot the SU. He's up on the ridge line, and I'm going to make a guess he's going to eventually come down this way. He's on full health, so it makes sense as we see him up there. Again, we're limited on time. The turtle's not the most accurate thing, so if we miss, the game's over. However, the VK-168 is sat in the open thinking he's invulnerable. Again, we're at 2 seconds. But luckily for us, he's such a big target that it's going to be hard to miss that even. Which is nice. They're all slow tanks, relatively large tanks, so it's going to be pretty hard to miss even, but it's still possible because the turtle gun is not that great. As we pick up the kill on the defender, which is nice, but again, the cap timer doesn't really go down much. Again, because it doesn't increase when you have more than 3, but it does take some cap points off of it. As we spot the VK-168, we missed that one, which kind of sucks because it's going to leave him in the game still. That could have killed him, possibly. Splashing him on the side of the turret like that. If you spot the SU, and again, we only have 10 seconds here, but then we spot the T-34 behind the building, and if we could maybe splash under him, it may have killed him there. Unfortunately, it does not. And we leave them all on one shot kind of area. We only have 30 seconds. The tank that we need to really reset is the KV-5 Minotaur. He's the last one I haven't shot in a while, and he probably has the majority of the hit points at this point. So that's who I really like to target. T-34 is another one because he's going to be an easy one-shot if I can get a hold of him. And at this point, we do take him out, but again, it's only decreasing the cap timer a little tiny bit. We have 30 seconds, and at this point, instead of running away like this and wasting time, I more than likely should have just gone right in. Just for the simple fact that these guys are going to just back up, and now they are very hard targets to hit, and our last shot hits just low and does not hit the side of the KV-5 turret, and unfortunately for us, the dream is over and we've lost because of a little bit of bad RNG, but I can't complain too much because I got a lot of good RNG. But something I could have done a little different there at the end, instead of wasting time, maybe that shot could have been just better RNG and hit. But truthfully, maybe I could have just went in and shot the VK, maybe killed him, or also just shot the Minotaur and be able to hide behind one of their tanks because they're both very large and I'm just tiny. So just looking back, some things we could have maybe done different there at the end instead of wasting time at the end there. But still a ridiculous game. I hope you guys enjoyed that because we really did on stream. That was ridiculous. It was 1 versus 7, and the chance that we even had there to win that game should have never happened. But yeah, 5,200 damage in the turtle. Brought it back to a 1 versus 3 from a 1v7, and hope you guys enjoyed that. That was crazy. Until next time, see you.